In the world of SpongeBob, laughter feels endless. But hidden beneath the jokes, there is a strange rule, one that controls every smile, every tear, every story in Bikini Bottom. It's a rule so powerful that when it was broken, everything felt wrong. This is the episode fans call a mistake. The day Squidward was allowed to be happy, and the entire balance of the show began to collapse. For years, Bikini Bottom followed a rhythm. SpongeBob the sunshine, Patrick the strange and clueless, and Squidward the storm cloud. It was this contrast that made the world feel alive. SpongeBob's laughter was brighter because Squidward was always there to hate it. But what happens when the storm cloud begins to shine? The episode begins at 3:47 a.m. Squidward is sleeping peacefully, finally escaping his neighbors for a moment. But then, he wakes to find SpongeBob and Patrick sitting beside his bed, smiling, waiting for the sunrise. They whisper, "We come here every morning." For them, this was friendship. For Squidward, it was horror. And it didn't end there. A scrapbook showed SpongeBob and Patrick invading his house for every holiday, Valentine's Day, birthdays, even sneaking kisses on his cheeks. What they called love looked more like madness. It was the first reminder of the strange truth. In Bikini Bottom, boundaries don't exist. Squidward snaps. He throws them out with a catapult, installs an electric fence, and swears to protect his peace. But destiny has a cruel sense of humor. The same fence that was supposed to protect him would change him forever. Squidward touches the fence, and in a flash of light, everything changes. The pain scrambles his mind, rewires something deep inside. When he opens his eyes, he is not the same man. The storm cloud is gone. For the first time, Squidward smiles. Suddenly, he wants to go to the petting zoo. He asks about scallops, seahorses, wagons. SpongeBob and Patrick pull him through town like a child, and for once, they are all laughing together. It feels wholesome. It feels impossible. It feels wrong. After years of misery, Squidward hugs them both. His laughter echoes across the town. For a moment, it looks like a new beginning. Three friends finally united. But in Bikini Bottom, every smile carries a cost. The next morning, everything is reversed. Squidward breaks into SpongeBob's room, honking like an alarm clock. The very role he once hated, he now plays with joy. And for the first time, SpongeBob feels what Squidward always felt. It doesn't stop. Squidward flosses SpongeBob's teeth, walks to work pressed against his side, even shares his meals. He is no longer the grumpy neighbor, he is an unstoppable force of affection. The triangle has shifted. At the Krusty Krab, Squidward changes everything. He greets every customer, gives out free hats, offers tartar sauce to everyone. For once, Squidward is the cheerful one. And the world doesn't know how to react. Even Mr. Krabs is disturbed. Not because Squidward is kind, but because kindness costs money. Yet the real problem runs deeper. Bikini Bottom's emotional balance is broken. There cannot be two rays of sunshine. SpongeBob tries to stay calm. At first, it seems nice, Squidward smiling, Squidward helping, Squidward joining. But soon, Squidward starts showing up everywhere. In SpongeBob's home, in his kitchen, in his very job. Suddenly, SpongeBob feels invisible. SpongeBob refuses to accept Squidward's patties. He tells himself, "It took years of practice, Squidward will never be me." But when Mr. Krabs tastes it and says, "It's just as good," SpongeBob feels something he's never felt before. Jealousy. For years, SpongeBob believed he was irreplaceable. The best fry cook. The happiest worker. The sunshine of Bikini Bottom. But now, Squidward has taken his place. Better cook. Better friend. Better employee. And SpongeBob begins to wonder, if Squidward can be SpongeBob, then who is he? Squidward wins Employee of the Month. The crowd cheers, lifting him high like a rock star. SpongeBob watches silently, holding the cake that was supposed to have his name. The smile on Squidward's face cuts deeper than any insult. That night, SpongeBob sits alone at the party that was meant to honor him. The music plays, the cake is shared, but he feels like a ghost at his own celebration. And then, the final betrayal, Squidward pogo dancing with Patrick. The one joy SpongeBob thought could never be stolen. SpongeBob snaps. He throws Squidward out of the party and grabs Patrick's hand, dancing furiously. It is not joy, it is desperation. Because deep down, SpongeBob isn't angry that Squidward is winning. He's terrified that the people he loves don't need him anymore. Squidward leaves quietly, his smile fading. He touches the electric fence again, hoping for the pain to bring him back. Because in Bikini Bottom, happiness is not his role. He was never meant to be sunshine. The zap resets everything. SpongeBob and Patrick get shocked too. And when the smoke clears, all three of them are grumpy and miserable together. The balance is restored, not through happiness, but through suffering. It feels like a cruel joke. No one learned. No one grew. No one won. But in some twisted way. That's what made it feel like SpongeBob again. Fans call it a mistake, but not because it was bad. It was clever, emotional, even funny. But it broke the one rule this world is built on, the balance of roles. SpongeBob is sunshine. Squidward is thunder. Patrick is the strange middle ground. Change that balance, and everything collapses. You see, contrast is what makes them alive. SpongeBob shines brighter because Squidward rolls his eyes. Patrick feels stranger because he sits between the extremes. Take away Squidward's misery, and SpongeBob loses his light. Other episodes tried the strict opposite day. Handsome Squidward. Temporary disguises and jokes. But Breath of Fresh Squidward was different, it played it straight. Squidward wasn't pretending. He was genuinely happy. And that's why it broke everything. It sparks a painful question: do we really want Squidward to win? Do we want him happy if it means SpongeBob becomes the miserable one? Or do we only love Squidward when he suffers? In the end, the roles returned. SpongeBob the sunshine. Patrick the enigma. Squidward the storm. The balance was restored. But at a cost. It proved that no matter what, the game cannot change. It's poetic, in a way. Squidward's happiness was never real, not because he didn't deserve it, but because the world itself would not allow it. The universe of SpongeBob thrives on his pain. And so, everything resets. Nobody grows. Nobody wins. But somehow, that's what makes it feel like SpongeBob again. Because roles matter, even if we don't see them. This episode wasn't just funny. It wasn't just weird. It was proof of a hidden law, the law of balance. Squidward was never allowed to be happy. Because in Bikini Bottom, someone must always suffer. That is the rule that keeps the laughter alive.